Sangweni Sports Field in Dondota. This is the home of the former ambassador of South Africa to France, Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa. Of course, let's engage now, Bongiwe, the Deputy Minister of Social Development, Mr. Ganief Hendricks. Mr. Hendricks, thank you so much for your time. Just on behalf of the party that you represent, which is Jama-Ah, what is your message to Ambassador Mthethwa's family at this time?
You know, the former ambassador was well loved in the Muslim community, which is largely the constituency of Jama-Ah. I remember I was with him at the funeral of the wife of the Muslims martyr, Imam Abdullah Harun, and he always attended the funerals of Muslim activists representing government and representing the African National Congress. So we have very fond memories of him. I am touched by the fact that the family went all the way to Paris to bring his spirit back and to bring his remains back. It reminds me when Jama-Ah brought back the spirit of King Mthethwa from Robben Island to Sentili in the Chris Hani district. It's very important that we respect our customs. And although he was an ambassador and government and international jet setter, we find that the family and especially his wife made a special effort to ensure that he is going to be laid to rest after respecting all the cultural norms of his nation. So I'm very happy to represent Jama-Ah and the Muslim community here at this funeral, and our condolences to the family. It's a tough time for them, but they must know that we pray for them every minute of the day.
Of course, Mr. Hendricks, he also served in various portfolios in government, and I'm sure you know him through his work, particularly as the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture at some point. Just as someone who is currently serving in this executive, what are you taking away from his legacy?
Look, he was very dedicated, he was very punctual, and he always kept his word. We had some needs in the Muslim community, cultural needs, which we shared with him, and he made sure that the relevant officials took care of it. So he was a dedicated a person that wanted to show that government wants to do its best at all time, and I think that that is the legacy that left behind. A person that's dignified, that respect other people's cultures. He used to ask me a lot about Islam and why we bury the way we do. And you know, we bury very cheaply, under 7,000 rand, and many other funerals are over 100,000 rand, so that captured his imagination. So his legacy is that he was there to serve every South African.
I appreciate your time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Now, that is Mr. Ganief Hendricks, who is the Deputy Minister of Social Development here, also representing his political party, the Jama-Ah political party. Of course, we are still stationed here at the main entrance. As you see there, the arrival of ANC NEC member Bathabile Dlamini, who has just also entered this particular sports field here at KwaDondota, to have also an opportunity, you know, to bid farewell to someone who they called a comrade, a friend, and someone that has been described in many sectors as a person who was very dedicated to the cause of, you know, ensuring that the people of South Africa are served at all times. And of course, I do have with me now the ANC NEC member, Bathabile Dlamini. Thank you so much, Ma, for your time. As the ANC, of course, we are still reeling in shock and also saddened by his departure. But at this particular time, what lessons are you taking away from his life?
Nathi was a very strong person, was a leader, also he had respect for everyone. He was very committed to working for the people, and he was always jolly and had different names for different people. For instance, we called ourselves skippers. And he was that kind of a person and was always resilient. Yes.
On a lighter note, Mam Dlamini, of course, there was that video of you saying that all of us there in the NEC have our smaller nyana skeletons, and you don't want those skeletons to come out. Of course, we do know the current situation happening in the country. The Madlanga Commission, serious allegations against some of your NEC members. What can you say about that particularly?
I don't actually like to talk about that today because of the mood that we are in today. I think I wouldn't be able to even joke because I'm very sad. We were very close with Comrade Nathi. I worked with him he was in the Youth League, being the organizing secretary, and I was in the Women's League as the SG of the ANC Women's League, and we occupied one floor, and we used to go with Comrade Khalima to different provinces, mobilizing more communities to join the ANC, and also trying to talk about the basics of the ANC to the people. So today is not the day for that.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's Bathabile Dlamini there, reflecting on the life and times of Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa. Of course, his passing on a very much more serious note comes at a time when the ANC is facing a plethora of challenges, particularly with regards to the serious allegations of wrongdoing that have been revealed in the Madlanga Commission, as well as the ad hoc committee that is probing, allegations of improper influence or conduct by some of the senior leaders in government who also do come from the African National Congress. Of course, we do continue with this particular coverage to monitor the proceedings. Now let's throw over to my colleague Bongewe. Bongewe, what's happening on your vantage point?